Welcome back to the Carpool podcast. We have such an exciting episode.
So exciting.
Mainly because we have such an exciting guest.
Who, me?
Our youngest sister, Grayson,
the youngest of the 5 Suntrips,
is here in studio, in our makeshift studio that you will be able to see on YouTube.
Yes, we will be posting this on YouTube, and you will see how ratch and jank and makeshift it is. But we have to start somewhere,
and it's only up from here.
Only up from here.
Hopefully,
we have big plans for our in studio, which I'm excited about. Like, we're thinking wallpaper, we're thinking neon signs, we're thinking, real chairs.
Oh.
Yeah.
And Grayson's sitting on a bench with a console table to hold her microphone. So we are just trying to get by over here.
So anyway, we're so excited to have Grayson in studio. We, like I said, have an exciting episode. We have the segments you love. Mm-hmm. We have a little Q&A with Grayson. Mm-hmm. But before we go any further, let's do our Millennial Word of the Day, because we have a Gen Z in studio to share what the Millennial Word of the Day is. And
okay.
Tell us the word.
This was not, I don't know, I didn't ask you guys what it was going to be. I don't think you had anything planned. But Kelly and I were just gossiping, catching up, and I was like, oh, that's so conti. She was like, what? And I was like, conti. So I guess she doesn't know what that means. So conti is just controversial. It's just a shortened word. So it's like, Tyrion was barking, Liz's dog, that's conti. That's controversial. We don't want the bark.
I don't think that's controversial.
But Maddie was sleeping. So that's controversial for Maddie.
No, who wants the dog to bark, though?
Yeah, that's the thing.
Okay, that's true. He wants to.
So
that's true.
Okay, so it's
Grayson, you're the expert. Stand firm. We don't know.
Please.
Yeah.
So is it, because conti, it's very close to
right. No, there's an O. There's an O
okay.
instead of a U.
Conti.
That is
all right, so
dancing on the line.
That is conti.
The word
itself is conti.
It really is.
The word is literally describing the word. Okay, so conti. So the kids are saying it.
Yeah.
Okay. Very right.
Well, I say it, so I don't.
Well, you're one of the kids, so.
Right. So one of one, maybe.
We are going to try and use conti throughout the episode, but Grayson, we also want to give you a Gen Z word of the day where you need to try and use some millennial slang.
You ready for some millennial slang?
Yeah.
You say it, Liz.
Okay, so the millennial slang that you need to try and use for this episode is on fleek.
Ooh. Okay.
Do you know what it means?
Yeah, I know what on fleek. I'm like.
She was alive.
I was alive. It's just like good, like on fleek.
I do feel like you are a Gen Z who
I grew up with you
You're
guys.
very cultured because you're a Gen Z, but being the youngest of 5, I think all but Sydney are millennials. Is Craig a millennial?
Craig's on the cusp.
Anyway, you grew up with millennials.
Right.
Okay, that's recording.
I did. So I just and the thing is, I'm torn because hearing you guys say it, I thought it was cool. Like growing up, you guys are saying like janky, whatever words. You used to think you could make any word a trend. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Okay, so I grew up with that. So Kelly would say one word and she's like, this is the new word. This is it. So I was like, okay, obviously. And I just started saying it. So I think it's not that hard for me to grasp.
Okay.
Because I grew up with it. I thought it was cool.
That brings up such an interesting point though, because I feel like the window where you thought Liz and I were cool was so small.
So small.
Because you're technically cooler than we were. Okay. Don't you think, Elizabeth?
Probably, yeah.
And you used to think we were cool for 2 years, and you haven't thought we're cool in forever.
Well, no, because it's different. Because when I was a freshman in high school, you were probably in college or out of college. Mm-hmm. So it's I never thought you guys were this is like 2 years ago. I thought you were chuggy when you were still rocking the side part.
Whoa!
But up until that, I never thought you guys were not chuggy.
Well, because chuggy wasn't a thing, and we were just doing what was normal and regular and cool.
So I thought you guys were cool up until I never thought you were uncool. I never thought you guys were uncool. I thought it was questionable at some points.
Okay. I'll take it.
Questionable, not uncool.
And it was questionable. It was questionable. Yeah. Okay, so anyway, we have our words of the day. We're going to be using conti.
Grayson's going to be
I don't like saying that out loud.
I don't like it either. I think I'm afraid I'm going to slip up. And say something I'm not trying to say.
Okay, so when do you want to do the Q&A with Grayson?
I think we should do it right now.
Okay.
I think we need to
Let's
introduce
get to know her. Okay, so Grayson, we're going to ask you 4 to 5 questions. we asked people on the Carpool Instagram what they wanted to know about Grayson Suntrup.
Grayson Kelly Suntrup.
I picked her middle name.
She's also a mom.
Can you guys tell?
Okay, Grayson. How is it being the youngest in a big family?
There's not like one way to put it because there's so many transitions. So like growing up, I was always like just happy to be there.
Yeah.
Like I remember we had an upstairs computer. I never got a turn. There was 4 people ahead of me that got a turn. I never got one. So I just made myself happy to watch them play Sims. I would sit up there and watch. Do you remember that?
Oh,
I would
yeah.
sit up and just watch you guys play Sims, and I thought that was like the peak of happiness. So it was like I was like fine then. Like I was just used to it.
Right.
And then like grew up, and then everyone started like trickling out. But then also everyone would come back. So it was like Kelly moved out, went to college, but then she came back. Liz moved out, went to college, and then she came back. All I was still at home, and then for a while it was just me, mom, and dad, which was like, no offense, guys, so fun.
Okay.
Ouch.
Missed you guys, but it was so fun. For a while, it was me, you, mom, and dad, Elizabeth. Do you remember that?
Yeah, that was a good time.
The last several years have been so random with like
right.
who lives
And then
where.
so now it's like I'm gone, but Craig's still home. So it's like, it's oh my god, it's so fun, but like it's always just different. Like I can't pinpoint one time where I'm like, oh, this is one example of what it's like to be the youngest of 5 because it's either it's always changing, but overall it's like so great. It's also great because mom and dad eased up a lot. That would have been a good grade 8. All the things I could do that you guys couldn't.
I mean, we could list more than 8 for sure.
I mean, you just, and I'm not asking for anything but recognition from both you and mom and dad that you have it easier.
I recognize it.
I know.
I just admit it.
Mom and dad don't always recognize it. Like, Elizabeth and I's curfew was so strict.
My curfew was strict.
Grayson, our curfew was 11:30.
So was mine.
Grayson.
Mine was 11:30.
Cap.
No,
Cap.
promise. I promise.
All right.
Conti.
Conti. Kelly's being Conti.
Yeah. This conversation is Conti. Okay, Grayson, what are you going to college for?
I'm studying media advertising at Indiana University. And so basically just like business in the media. So like, I don't know. I even told Kelly, I was like, just tell me what classes you want me to take that will benefit the car mom.
Really?
Yeah. I was like, do you want me to take graphic design? Do you like, because I can take like anything. Like, I don't know.
So do you want to get into one of the 2 family businesses we now have?
Yeah, you and dad are going to have to brawl it out because I think he has.
I think you need to go and work for dad for a little bit before you come and work for mom.
Yeah, I mean, the car mom will be here.
Yeah.
And what's cool about the car mom is it's like, you'll only become more relevant to it. Because, like, eventually, like, you'll get married, maybe you'll become a mom, and then, like, but I also think, Grayson, I think you'd love the car business, I think you'd kill at the car business. So
Yeah, you would kill it.
And you just need to go into sales, go sell for 2 years, you'll learn so much, and then come work for the car mom. That's my plan for you.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But maybe you can intern this summer for us.
Yeah.
Name each sibling's toxic trait.
This is going to be Conti. Why would you even ask?
I don't know, I'm kind of curious.
Okay. I'll start from, like, youngest to oldest, not counting me, so Sydney. Sydney's toxic trait is she thinks she is all that anybody else ever thinks about. She thinks she walks into a room and everyone's wondering what is she thinking about. But it's not even just things about her. She's like, do you want to see a baby picture of my friend from 3rd grade? And I'm like, no.
She's so right.
She thinks that whatever she's thinking about, everybody in the room is just dying to know.
And
so
she does think, and I love Sydney's friends, and I know some of them listen to the podcast, and we do love you, but Sydney does want us to know everything about your life.
And I don't need to see your baby. I don't need to see your recital in the 3rd grade.
100%.
And it's also, sometimes it's friends that we've never met before.
Oh, it's usually.
Yeah,
it's usually.
It's like, I'm good, thanks.
I know, but I think she does the same thing to them with us. Because we'll like meet her friends and I feel like they know so much about me and are like, hi. Do you guys notice that?
It is interesting because it's not that Sydney's, I mean, Sydney, I think we could argue is a little self-centered, as we all have toxic traits.
Right.
But it's also more than just her. You're right, like she wants everyone to know. I mean, I agree, like her friends will call and be like, oh, I heard George was sick. And I'll be like, what?
Yeah. Okay. Okay,
Craig.
Moving on. Craig's toxic trait isn't toxic, but like it's just annoying. It's like a good trait, but it's annoying for us, and it's that he won't gossip with us.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's like, just give me an inch. He won't even give us an inch.
No. He shuts any gossip down
I
immediately.
know. I'm like, so what's going on with so-and-so?
I'm like,
just won't even respond.
Oh, they broke up? Like, what happened? Nothing.
So
Well,
we're actually too toxic to hang out with Craig.
That's what I'm saying. So it's not toxic on Craig's part. It's just his, like, genuine niceness is toxic for me to handle.
I agree with that. I would love for him to... He won't even let us have the conversations. Like,
No.
if we're with him,
He'll shut it down.
he'll shut it down.
So,
He's so
who's ever
morally
friends with Craig?
strong.
Charlotte, you got a good one. We don't know anything about you.
Nothing bad.
Nothing negative is about you, Charlotte. We love you.
No, I go to Charlotte for the tea.
Oh, yeah, Charlotte gives
But
us
Charlotte's
the
she's also pretty good at not gossiping as well.
tea. Okay. Elizabeth. See, this is like, you guys are here. This
It's
is
fine.
hard.
That's okay.
Okay.
You take it.
I think Elizabeth's toxic trait is, don't take this the wrong way. It's actually a good thing.
Okay.
Kind of. Just I
cut it
feel
out.
like you're kind of like a chameleon sometimes. Like, you'll just like change things about you to like match people around you.
Oh, yeah.
100%.
You just chameleon yourself.
100%.
So it's like, if you're talking to someone that has like this particular interest, it's you love that now.
Okay. That's
Yeah.
true.
So like, that's hard. I don't know if that's toxic or not, but that's just like a trait.
Yeah. Okay. I'll take it.
Kelly's, that was Conti. Kelly's is, oh gosh. This isn't really, this is hard.
I know, because it's like there's not really...
Oh yeah, it's definitely, no, yeah, there's just like too many. Yours is probably just, sometimes I feel like you can dish it, but you can't take it. Like, you'll be like, Grayson, you blah, 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 blah. And I'll be like, okay, well, Kelly, like, I don't even know. Do you know what I mean, though? Like, sometimes I feel like you'll, like, dish out the heat, but then if I say something, like, a little sassy back towards you, you get, like, really upset.
I don't think that's what I do. Liz.
See what
Yeah,
she's doing?
I don't know.
She's shutting me down. She's not.
I have toxic traits. I just don't think that's one of them. I think if anything...
See, I feel like I'm dishing it out to you and you can't take it.
Oh, no,
But if you're
Okay.
like, no, it's not true.
I'll take it. Okay.
I don't know. I feel like I've said some pretty mean things to Kelly, and she's taken it.
Thanks, Liz.
But I don't know.
What's my toxic trait?
That's a good question. Your toxic trait. I think that Grayson's toxic trait is Grayson is so much like Dad, and like we're never enough. Like hanging out, like she's always got to be wondering like what the next latest and greatest thing is. Like, and also Grayson, like no offense, but like I could invite you over for like pizza night with the kids, and then like if literally anybody else, like you'll commit, and then if literally anything else is going on anywhere in the world, you'll be like, oh, can't go anymore. You're always after, like. Or Grayson's the kind of person who's like, well, who's all going? And like, if she's like, if she's like the guest list, like she's not either.
That's very true.
That's your toxic trait for sure.
I do ask. I like to know the guest list.
That was kind of fun and kind of hurtful.
Yeah.
That's just,
Okay,
you asked it.
I know. I was curious. I only have a couple of more. What's it like having an older sister who's an influencer?
It's fun. It's just like, okay, it's just weird because people will like talk to me about it from like a business. Like one time I was in a spray tan place, like this manager of this spray tan place came up to me and she's like, are you the car mom's sister? And I was like, don't know how you knew that, but yeah. And then she's like, I sent her like a bunch of DMs, like I really want to work together, like do you know her business email, all of this? And I'm like, I'm just like trying to get bronze. I'm not trying to make a business negotiation.
Do your friends still think Instagram's cool?
Yes.
That's like their only social media.
No,
Not
because they're like all
Snapchat.
TikTokers now.
Oh yeah, TikTok.
But like, does it cool? Like, do you follow? Like, 'cause I feel like the Gen Zs don't follow influencers like the Millennials do.
I agree. I really only follow my friends. I don't really follow that many influencers.
Like, do you have any other influencers who you follow who you could share?
Like, no. I really only, like, follow you. Like, I
That's so
follow, like,
interesting.
some, like, famous people, like, all the Kardashians and stuff. Like, they're not really
yeah.
influencers.
Like, you don't follow,
like, no
like-
one that posts their daily life like you do. I don't follow people like, I know people that do.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's so interesting.
But, like, I just don't really, like,
do it.
it.
Okay, my last question is Kelly the Kim of the family?
Pass. No, I'm kidding. I mean, it just depends on what we think about it. Like, I guess so, but like, she got like the clout, like she got the fame. Like Kim K got it through a little bit of a conti way, and you didn't. So like, if you want that claim to fame, take it. Take it and run with it.
I appreciate that. Do you think like which one of the siblings has the most main character energy?
Mom.
Okay, is main character energy a good thing or a bad thing?
I think it's both.
Yeah.
Like if you see like, okay, so if you see like a girl sitting on a bench, like throwing her hair back and like reading a book, it's like she's trying to be the main character.
Okay.
Like get over it, you know?
That was Nashville. Like you would, when I was in Nashville last weekend, like
the girlies were trying to be the main characters.
like I'm like looking and I was like, it was almost as if like I could see it so clearly. It was almost as like the other places were blurred and there was like 10 more people in the audience and I was like main character energy. And then I told Tyler what it was and like Tyler caught on super fast and he'd be like, oh, so like, and like we were watching this one band and like the guitarist was main character energy. The lead singer wasn't even main character energy, but the guitarist was so main character energy.
Okay.
And I was like, I totally get it now. And I agree, it's not always a good thing or a bad thing.
It can have negative and positive
I would say for
connotations.
the most parts of the time, it's negative though.
It just depends on the context.
I think it's like if it's a show you'd watch, then it's good. Like if the guitar player was like cool and you were like vibing him and
He wasn't.
Oh, he was. Oh,
No,
it was bad. It was
He was like had like long hair and like
he was the try-hard main character.
try hard man.
Right.
Good.
Gosh.
Yes.
Okay, well I'm still a little bit.
And then there was just like it was like
I won't get hung up
well, you know,
on it.
Nashville's like Bachelorette City, so it would be like, you know, just it was never the brides who were main character either. It was
Right.
always like the bridesmaids.
Right.
One of the
girl who
bridesmaids.
planned it all, who's talking to the bouncer, who thinks she can get him in, but she
And
can't.
like you can just tell it by like they're dancing and they're like looking for people to look at them while they're dancing.
Yeah.
It was if you
been
don't
there,
understand
though.
what main character energy is, do a field study and go to Nashville. Grayson, we get this question a lot whenever I post on my stories. What's wrong with your face?
The $1 million question. Okay, so I have vitiligo. It's basically an autoimmune pigment disease. It's not contagious or anything. People think that for some reason. It's basically
catch it.
yeah,
I
it's
wish.
weird.
I wish
and
I could
so
have it.
it's basically like my pigment cells or my immune system fight my pigment cells because they think they're like a disease, and then they kill them, and then it's just there's no melanin, no pigment. So I only have it here, here, and here on my. Or I guess you can see on my eyelashes, under one of my eyes, and around my mouth. And so I've just like had it since I was like 4. Like I wasn't born with it.
Yeah.
It started coming when I was 4, and it came on all these places. And then usually it grows because like there's no cure for it. There's no nothing. And then, but mine just didn't grow. And now it's just on my face, and you can see it a lot because I got tan. But
Well, it's funny because Grayson definitely has the darkest complexion out of all of us.
I have the darkest amyelitis.
Yeah, and then so some of her eyelashes are white. Maybe you said that.
Yeah.
But you love it,
Yeah.
which I think is so.
It's very pretty on you.
It is very beautiful on you. It just makes you so unique. But I just have always admired like your confidence with it because you know I remember when it first happened. You know, like mom would talk to me like, well, you know, like we can dye our eyelashes. Like so, if she wants to dye her eyelashes, we can
Right.
get those dyed. Makeup can cover the face. But I mean, you buy white mascara and put them on your eyelashes.
I
Like
do,
she's
yeah.
never wanted to dye them, and I just love the confidence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do people ever think that you like are trying to be main character? Everybody in white.
Yes. during recruitment, we were on Zoom, and like during recruitment for sororities, and all the girls are just trying to make conversation, whatever. You guys know how it is. It's
Yeah.
just like such surface level conversation. They're like, I love what you do with the makeup. Like every single one. And I was like, no guys, stop. I didn't do that on purpose.
Yeah, because you don't want people to think that. you're
Right, to
trying
think I'm like,
trying to be different.
Yeah, but I'll see it on like TikTok, like girls will use white mascara like either right here or like here and here, and I'm like, is this like okay? Like, should I be offended?
You're like, is this movie?
Am I the drama? Is this okay? But yeah, I mean, when I was little, like they tried to do like treatments for it, but there's like I was like a guinea pig, not like because mom wanted to go away. It was just like my dermatologist recommended all this stuff, and
Well,
nothing
there was
worked.
concerns like the sensitivity of it to the sun.
Yeah,
because,
it
like-
used to get like
it used to get like
Yeah.
almost like blistering sunburns.
it did.
So there, I think that was more white.
It doesn't
white
happen
and
anymore
stuff.
though.
I can't believe it just stopped.
Stop getting pink or stop growing.
Stopped growing.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know the science behind
It's
it.
so
all.
interesting that it's only on one side of your face too. Well, you are so beautiful with it, and
You know, we love
Thanks,
it.
queens.
it's great.
All right, let's move on to the next segment, which is the Great 8. Great 8 is where we pick a category, choose things in that category, and then debate them to determine a winner. We're so excited to have a guest for this grade 8, and we're excited about our topic because the grade 8 topic today is Gen Z makeup and fashion trends. So we're going to be picking 8 of the hottest things that the Gen Zs are doing, and then we're going to debate which one is our favorite. Favorite, most iconic, most likely that we hope sticks around, anything like that.
Right.
What we're doing, yeah.
So, Grayson, why don't you, I'm already down on my phone, why don't you go first with giving us our first one?
Okay. There's this thing, I don't know if it's like a full Gen, it is. I do it a lot and I love it. It's called brow lamination. So it's basically like, you know how like the bushy brows are in, like the natural, like brush up your eyebrows.
Are they called like soap brows or something?
Yeah, it's like soap brows, but it's like a permanent soap brow. Because it'll stay for like a month and a half.
See, I use that new brow gel to kind of give me the look because I can't commit to that.
Right, I think I'm going to get it while I'm home. But
Oh, your eyebrows?
yeah, my eyebrows
take some
laminated.
before and after pictures.
I will.
For the carpool.
So it's basically like keratin for your eyebrows. So like, they'll just stick them straight up. They'll stay perfectly in that position for like a month and a half, 2 months.
Interesting.
I get so many compliments on it. It's my favorite thing ever.
And I feel like we, as millennials, we can hit on it because everyone microbladed their eyebrows.
Yeah. So,
I never did.
Do you do your eyebrows when you do your makeup, or are they like older?
Not if they're laminated.
Okay.
It'll just say, it just looks like better, in my opinion. But mom hates it. Mom hates when I get it done.
Should I try it?
Sure.
I've seen
Field trip.
I've seen bad ones done, which is like stressing me out.
It's scary at first. The first 2 days, you look like you have 2 caterpillars. I'm gonna be honest. But then the tint fades, and then it all falls into place. And it's
I don't
amazing.
think I can commit to that. That stresses me out.
Yeah.
I also like don't want to like have 2 days where I hate how my eyebrows look.
Yeah. Okay, but
Okay,
that is her first one.
What do you got?
I'm going to say baggy jeans or
Yes.
yeah.
Any
bigger
non-skinny jeans,
yeah.
the bigger jeans. Okay, I'm going to say one that's pretty close to my heart because if you've been around on the Carpool for a while, you know that I was a side part stan, and I switched to the middle part, and I should have done it 2 years ago.
Okay.
So I love my middle part, so I'm going to say middle part.
Okay. Grayson?
That's a good one. Alright, this one is like something, since I just got off spring break and I saw a lot of this, it's like waist chains. So just dainty little, like, basically necklaces that just go around your waist. And they look so cute with swimsuits, so cute with like...
But you wear them not just wearing swimsuits.
No, I don't. I wear them like...
Like, do you have it on right now?
Kelly, I am wearing pajamas.
I don't know if it's like a thing you don't take off. Okay.
No. It's just like, it's basically a necklace for your waist.
Okay.
Okay, we'll talk more about that in a minute.
Yeah.
I'm going to say...
Well, I guess it was my turn.
Oh, yeah, I'm so sorry.
I'm gonna say like butterfly clips, hair clips.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I love that that the Gen Zs brought back the claw.
They're
The claw clips.
They're
because,
so
like,
cute.
They're so cute. And, like, it's just, like, it's such a good hairstyle. It's just,
So is the claw clip included in that, or is that just butterfly clips?
No, I'm sorry. I thought those were the same.
Okay, keep going. Then, so yeah.
no, butterfly clips are, like, the little ones that
The
go...
little ones
Well,
that
it's like the same.
it's like clips.
I feel like
hair
clips.
clips.
Hair clips.
Are headbands coming back? I love headbands.
I like headbands.
Headbands are cute.
I know.
But what does not need to come back is the headband that goes around their forehead.
No, we've been over
That goes over your ears.
No, remember like how we used to wear like little chain belts around our head?
Oh no, yeah, please no.
Yeah. I'm gonna say chunky shoes.
Yes.
/ like only wearing sneakers. Like, Grayson, do you even have a pair of heels?
I do, but I don't wear them unless it's formal.
Yeah. So which I get, but
Right,
like
like,
if you guys are like going out to a bar, you would never wear heels or wedges.
Oh no.
You'd wear sneakers.
Never. I'm scared of booties even. We'll
That's
get
so
into that
weird.
later.
That's such a hot
I
take.
would wear actual 5-inch wedges to the bar, and I am 6 feet tall.
So I'm just gonna say like any chunky shoe.
chunky
flat
sneakers. Chunky flat shoe.
Yeah, I wear chunky sneakers.
Okay, Grayson.
So this was like a TikTok thing, I think, and then everyone went to their hairdresser and got it. Like the bright money pieces, like the blonde face frame, the money pieces.
Okay.
So it's like a super blonde highlight just in the front.
Just like framing your face, yeah.
I don't know how I
it's
feel.
kinda cute.
I don't know how I feel about it.
I might do it.
I wouldn't.
All right, Liz. Last one.
How many? We have one more.
Yeah, just this one. You only need one more.
How about like patterned nails? Like, no one just goes and gets a plain old manicure anymore. There's always like little lines or little hearts, or there's always something
Yeah.
on yours.
You guys like really do a lot with your nails. Where I feel like it was very much like And you know what else is coming back in? French manicures.
Yeah.
Which I think that's
I've been
cute.
seeing a lot of those.
I think that's fun. I'm excited for those. Okay, so that's going to bring our great 8 of Gen Z makeup and fashion trends. Let's read the 8 and then we'll start debating. Grayson brought to the table waist chains, laminate brows, money pieces. I said a middle part and chunky sneakers. Elizabeth said baggy loose jeans, hair clips, and patterned nails. Okay. So let's start with our first head-to-head. Let's keep it hair. Let's do money pieces versus middle part.
Middle part.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, again, what exactly are we debating?
If you could do one thing to yourself, what would you say?
Oh yeah, or like what
do I like? What do you like more?
Next, let's do waist chains versus patterned nails.
I think waist chains. I can do I'm serious.
No, you're just cute.
Okay, this is actually a really good thing that I noticed about them too. So I was wearing them all through spring break. I just got back from spring break. And not only was it a decorative piece, but it was also a helpful thing because I would wake up in the morning, put on my waist chain. Morning skinny, everything's great. It's loose. As I would eat and go throughout the day, it would bloat me up, like my body would, and then the chain would get tighter, and then I could tell what I was eating was making me bloated. Does that make sense? It was a medicinal thing.
Oh my.
So it was a measurer.
Okay.
I do think there's something cute about that.
No, when Grayson posted that on Instagram, I was like, this is the cutest girl I've ever seen in my entire life.
And here's what I don't understand about the super trendy, crazy pattern nails. It's they don't go with all your outfits.
Also,
I see.
Oh my gosh, they are $80 to get your nails done.
100%.
I can't do it because it's too expensive.
And I feel do you know what I mean? Yeah, it looks cute on Instagram when the girl posts it, but I'm yeah, because she curated her whole outfit around it.
Yeah,
that doesn't look as cute.
Yeah, when I go to the gym in my workout clothes and I have.
Grayson, are your nails white right now?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I have the same nails as Gen Z. I'm feeling hip.
Okay.
And I feel
so
it's not white nails or neutral nails are out either.
No.
It's just people are getting the crazy pattern.
Right.
So are we saying waist chains?
I'm saying waist chains.
I'll go waist chain.
So can I wear a waist chain?
Yeah.
Or is that not a thing?
It's just a necklace, I feel on your waist. It's just another piece of jewelry.
I know, but how would it be perceived as me, a mother of two, with a waist chain?
I don't think it would be perceived as anything. I don't think there's a negative stigma around it. It's just a little piece of jewelry.
Also, it's only cute with low-waisted bottoms. Because,
yeah.
You can't wear, high-waisted bottoms, which is all I wear.
That's
and then
true.
Put a waist chain over it. The cute part is touching, your skin.
True.
So will you also, wear them with, jean shorts or jeans or something?
Yeah, probably.
And that's where the low-waisted jeans come in.
Right.
And you're into those.
Yeah.
Are you wearing low-rise stuff?
Are
you doing that?
I am, yeah.
I hate
Gross.
that.
Wait, it's not that bad. And, the rolled jeans.
No, I don't like that at all.
It's cute. No, I don't have that space for that. Okay, let's keep going. Next, we have laminate brows versus hair clips. I'm going to say hair clips.
Yeah, I'm going to say hair clips too.
Hair clips are fun. The laminate brow thing, we are going to look back at those pictures and hate ourselves.
Just like everyone hated for ripping all their eyebrows out.
Well, isn't that funny? Because that's going around right now. They're saying thin brows are coming back.
Yeah.
So I appreciate that Gen Z is so inclusive with brow styles.
Yeah.
You can have the bushy soap brows, you can have the thin brows. They like it all.
Yeah.
But for me, I think the hair clips are so versatile. I think anyone can get on the hair clip
I think if we're talking about claw clips, completely.
Okay.
So if claw clips are included, because I can.
That's what I'm talking about.
I can use my own brow gel and figure it out with my eyebrows, but I need a claw clip. So I'm saying clips.
Clips move forward.
Okay, last one before we go on to the final four. We have chunky shoes versus low-rise baggy jeans. I mean, obviously, I think the chunky shoes, I'm loving the sneaker journey that I'm on. I just bought those Nike Air Force Ones, and I think I'm the trendiest girl. I'm obsessed. And, I can't believe how much I feel they've elevated all of my athleisure and all of, my jean looks. I love sneakers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm into the chunky sneaker. I'm not into the baggy jeans, and I'm not into the...
So are you saying, you're... Because you wear what I would say is baggy jeans now. You're not wearing the skinnies all the time anymore. So are we saying baggy doesn't touch the skin in any place?
Kind of baggy.
No, I'm not saying that.
You said you don't like them.
I don't. I wear them because they're trendy, but I don't think they're very flattering.
But the problem is that you can't do the two don't go together.
So
you can't do skinny jeans with a chunky white sneaker.
Okay,
you cannot do that.
You're right.
So
what was your entry? Is it just baggy jeans or is it low-rise jeans?
I was saying baggy jeans. I was not saying low rise.
Oh, okay.
But does baggy mean like the kind you guys wear, or does baggy mean the kind that literally?
The kind we wear.
Well,
So straight leg jeans.
So straight leg jeans. I feel like.
Yeah, I should say that is hard because I think I like how the combination of them looks together.
Right.
However, I still think I'm going to give it to the chunky shoe because
No, I am too.
I'm also like, I feel like when I take a picture in those baggy jeans, I never look that cute. Like, I do think a skinnier jean, and Liz and I have talked about this, like, Liz just bought a pair of jeans that, they are skinny jeans. They're just not like skin tight jeans, and they're super cute.
Yeah.
But like, the more boyfriend cut jeans, I just don't think they're that flattering.
See, I don't think, I only wear chunky sneakers. Like, even my UGG slippers are platforms. Like, I only wear chunky shoes, but I don't think I could not have, like, looser jeans.
Do you even own a pair of skinny jeans?
Yeah. Like, when I'm home, like, I'm gonna wear skinny jeans out to dinner.
With like what? Like, paint me the whole outfit.
Like,
I have just so many questions for us.
I
Is
just,
this fascinating?
like, I wear skinny jeans, like, when I'm at home getting dinner with mom and dad. I mean, sometimes. I really don't even that much anymore. But, like, I just only wear, like, baggier jeans. I think they're, like, so much cuter. I feel like they're so much more forgiving. But I also, like, literally only wear chunky shoes.
I know, this is a hard lineup for you. I think we need to,
All of my shoes are platforms.
I'm team chunky shoes.
I'm team chunky shoes. I'm not saying I have to get rid of either one. I just think I like chunky shoes more.
And I feel like if you are a millennial, like, wanting to dress a little bit, if you're happy with what you're wearing, stay happy with what you're wearing. But I feel like a chunky shoe is an easy thing to incorporate into your wardrobe because it's cute with dresses. It's cute with
Okay, so I'm gonna say chunky shoes, and I'm just never gonna wear jeans again in this scenario. And I'll just wear like shorts, leggings.
Yeah.
I don't think it has to be one or the other. I'm just trying to say which one I like more.
So chunky shoes.
Yeah, chunky shoes.
Okay, here's our final four: waist chains, middle part, chunky shoes, hair clips. This is a good lineup. Okay, I think we're going to do hair again. Middle part versus hair clips.
It's just like there's no other way that I wear my hair except for a middle part. Like I won't even.
Well, and I think like a message that I want to share with the millennials listening to this podcast, including ourselves, is I think for a while I thought it had to be a dead center part. Mm-hmm. I think even just taking your middle part and being even taking your side part and being slightly less aggressive with it is still a trendier. If you're looking at trendier, again, if you're happy with what you're doing, stay happy with what you're doing. We're just telling you what the kids do. But I just wish I would have like slowly moved. I went straight to middle, and I liked it on me. But I think people who like don't like themselves in the middle part try slightly off centered.
Like Liz is off center right now.
Yeah, I don't know how to do it. I can't really ever get it.
Yours is off centered. Sydney's is off centered. Mine and Grayson's is straight middle. Mm-hmm. But Mountain's is off centered. Like I think maybe just try off centered instead of severe side.
I'm going to say middle part.
I'm gonna say middle part too.
But hair clips are also like so universal and so fun.
I know, but I think middle part is going to be more
prevalent in our lives.
Yeah.
Next we have on the grade 8 of Gen Z fashion and makeup trends, we have waist chains versus chunky shoes. And I think it's pretty obvious for me it's chunky shoes because I'm not wearing waist chains. Sorry.
I think it's chunky shoes. It's the same reason as last time. I only wear chunky shoes.
Yes. That was easy.
See, the Hokas are even chunky.
Yeah, but shout out to waist chains.
Shout out to waist chains, and I think it's cute. Okay, final two of the grade 8 of Gen Z hair and makeup trends, we have middle part versus chunky shoes. Which one, Grayson?
I walked into your house with both.
And you can only leave with one.
You can only leave with one? Damn. Okay,
You're either putting on booties or leaving with a side part.
So let's say I would walk out like this.
Yeah.
Well, right now, another thing, like slick back ponytails are in, like this, but like better looking ones than that.
I'm into that.
So I can leave like this, but I'll leave in my chunky shoes and my slick back ponytail.
So chunky shoes win.
Oh, I don't know. I think
no. She decided
for me.
Oh, okay. So we're just gonna say what agree with her.
Oh, I think Grayson's the expert here.
Okay, so chunky shoes it is, and that is the grade 8. Wasn't that fun, Cheech?
So fun.
So before we move on, just because you were mentioning that there's a trend coming in hot this summer in the Gen Z world.
Okay, no,
Can you tell us what the summer trends are? Just as your prediction.
I haven't like heard this anywhere, but just like in my personal wardrobe. I'm ditching all the neon and the colorful.
Good.
Because I was on the neon for a minute,
Yeah.
I feel like. And I'm going to go for, like, muted tones. And, like, okay, I think everyone's going to, not everyone, but I am, going to cash in, like, the Y2K of it all and go for, like, a cowboy boot moment this summer. Like, I feel like cowboy boots, white jean shorts, and, like, anything. Like, that's
it's
such
a
a vibe.
it's gonna
Like,
be
I
like-
think it's a cowboy boot summer. It's a
Cowboy
perfect
boot.
shoe.
You heard it here first.
It's a
Will they be
perfect-
shiny?
In my opinion.
Are
I
they
don't know what
platform
the,
cowboy boots?
I don't know what the hey, whoa.
Whoa.
I'm questioning everything.
Well, that was like.
I think
what
it's going to be a cowboy boot moment this summer. Like, I was shopping for them yesterday in Spanish. Like, I need some.
I'm so happy to hear, because I mean, I love a little Western look.
I love a Western
like-
look. I've always loved a
Like,
Western look.
a free people moment.
That's so good to know.
That's so
the,
exciting.
The 90s Y2K of it all, I don't like the mixed patterns. I don't like the little dress over the t-shirts. Like,
I think it had its moment, but then people got carried away.
It was also
I agree.
so fast fashion too because of
Yeah.
the patterns were so weird. But if you got a good cowboy boot, like I have had cowboy boots for 10 years. Like
time to
the
start
same
dusting
one.
them off.
And I feel like the Y2K look was, you had to be, like, it was so hard to make it feel age appropriate for me, like, to
Right.
be in that 90s. But, like, if you're just saying, like, Western cowboy boot looks are in, like, any age can wear that.
Yeah.
I'm not, because what if I'm wrong? I'll be so
Well, we'll let
embarrassed.
you
But
know.
for me, this is what I'm going to say.
Grayson, you're a trendsetter.
Yeah.
Oi,
Have a little confidence.
thanks, girl. This is going to be in this summer.
Oh yeah. Grayson's rocking the new Karma merch.
I didn't expect to get out of my car. Because we don't. We never expect it. Well, we do expect it, but not when we're wearing that sweatshirt. Okay, this has been such a fun podcast episode so far.
Such a fun.
Now we're going to move to two of probably my favorite segments, which are Ditch the Drive-Thru and Industry News. So I have a Ditch the Drive-Thru in mind, but Grayson, I just want to ask you, like, do you have a Ditch the Drive-Thru or something that you're making when you don't want to do drive-thru? Like, what are the college kids doing?
I can't cook. I don't have anywhere to cook.
She lives in house.
I live in
Yeah.
a sorority house, so we have a chef.
So, like, is there anything you make in your dorm room?
Bagels.
Bams.
Ditch the Drive-Thru.
Bagels. Oh, a snack I've really been liking lately is pub mix.
Oh, that is a good snack.
Me and my roommate have been loving it. Just a little pub mix.
Yeah.
That's actually
Watch
like
some
such a good idea.
crime, eat some pub mix, live your life.
Cute.
Okay, well, my Ditch the Drive-Thru today is one I'm pretty excited about. I've made it for Liz pretty recently, and we loved it. And it is a Reuben sandwich.
Oh.
So sandwiches, I feel like, are a little bit underrated for a dinner in general. And we've talked about this before, but, like, we need to get out of our head that dinner only has to be, like, a certain type of way. Like, if sandwiches work better for you in the evening, make sandwiches. I made my kids Hawaiian rolled turkey sandwiches last night for dinner.
Yeah. Great.
Great. Great. Anyway, a Reuben sandwich, this is something that, again, my mother-in-law made a lot for my husband growing up. I was so intimidated by them. They're nothing to be intimidated by, and they are so easy to make at home and freaking delicious. So what is a
In
Reuben?
it, yeah.
I know, because Mom, it's so funny that, like,
We don't know.
what my husband grew up eating and what we grew up eating were totally two different foods. Like,
Right.
Barb and Chris had very little crossover.
Yeah. Okay.
And I love this recipe. So you have to get rye bread.
Mm-hmm.
So rye bread's like the black and white kind of mixed
Marbled.
bread.
Swirl.
Yeah, it's delicious. So you have to get rye bread, Swiss cheese, sauerkraut, Thousand Island dressing, and corned beef.
Thousand Island dressing.
So you're like, where do you get corned beef? The deli.
They
Just
do
go
have it.
go up to the deli and be like, can I have a pound of corned beef? Then what you'll do is you take your ingredients, and I just do mine in my cast iron skillet, but I'll just butter 2 sides of rye bread, put on the corned beef, put on the Swiss cheese, put on the sauerkraut, make it like a grilled cheese.
Yeah, it sounds so easy.
You can put a little, and you can put a little Thousand Island on it. I like to
Sounds
dip
good.
my Thousand Island in instead.
My mouth is watering.
No,
It sounds really good.
it's so good. So anyway, you just heat it like a grilled cheese. Let the cheese get melted, let the sauerkraut get warm. You cut it on the diagonal, break it open, and then you dip it in Thousand Island. It is it's delicious. And
Put some pub mix on the side, and it's like you're eating at the old Irish
literally.
pub.
So Reuben sandwiches, I highly recommend. And I mean, it's a pretty cost-effective meal overall because the corned beef is cheap from the deli, sauerkraut's cheap,
Yeah.
bread's cheap, and it's also just super satisfying. I feel like when I think about a good dish to drive-through, it's like, I don't want to come on here and tell you to make, like, pork chops and green beans because, like, what is going to, because who would want to do that over a
Yeah.
drive-through?
Right.
But, like, this sandwich is just as satisfying as like anything you can get through the drive-thru.
I love it.
So Reubens are my to the drive-thru. My next story is from Automotive News. Autonomous trucks could replace 500,000 U.S. jobs, a study finds. So this is not, it's not saying that autonomous trucks are coming in jobs.
What's an autonomous truck?
So
like a delivery truck, like an 18-wheeler that drives itself.
Oh, that's scary.
So it's not saying like this is happening, but they did a study like trying to figure out how many jobs it would lose if autonomous trucks started happening, and it's 500,000, which is a hard big pill to swallow. However, it goes over like what a lot of the hurdles will be. So the biggest hurdle will be infrastructure, because the hardest part of trucking is from the factory getting onto the highway. The highway is the easy part. That's the easiest part to do autonomous driving with. Because, like, yeah, if you just want to put them down 50 miles down Highway 44, like, that's easy. But what's hard is getting off at the exit, stopping at the stoplight, pulling into the parking lot. So they're trying to figure out, like, what infrastructure they can improve to make that easier. So, like, would they have, like, loading and unloading docks where, like, the autonomous trucks can just pull up and then someone hops in? They don't really know. There's another handful of big ifs. For one, the autonomous systems would have to figure out how to navigate in crummy weather. Second, regulators in many states still haven't cleared ways for robot rigs. And finally, there's infrastructure to consider. So,
like, how do they fill up with gas?
Yeah, I mean, that's
also,
all.
like, if there's a toll bridge, what's that identity?
Yeah. Also, you have to
questions.
also think, like, so yes, that's, you take all of those jobs, and then also think about the business for those big gas stations, for showers, for food, where all these truckers stop.
Yeah,
like, they would take a hit too.
You're totally not wrong.
My whole drive home yesterday, I was just surrounded by huge semis.
Well, and so, like, autonomous driving is super interesting to me. We haven't really talked about it a lot on the Carpool, but I think what's interesting about it is the technology is there. Mm-hmm. Like, the cars can drive themselves. What's hard is the regulations and the laws surrounding it, quite honestly, because, and you know, like, you can do a lot, there's a ton of things out there, and I can try to bring a better story next week, but there's, like, what's right? So, like, because these cars have to be programmed a certain way. So, if it's between hitting the car in front of you or swerving and hitting the car next to you, which one should the car do?
Oh, snap.
And then whose fault is it? Or, like, if it's between pulling onto the sidewalk to get out of this car and then accidentally hitting someone, like, there's just, it's too difficult to know, like, which reaction the car should do and which one's right, and then, like, who's held liable for that.
Yeah. Right. It's like the morals around it are a little
100%. And then, you know, there's more into, like, so then the insurance of it all. So, like, if your car's driving and your car hits somebody, are you paying for it? Or does your company? So it's just there's a lot to go. Autonomous cars, I think they're coming. I still think we're several years out.
I think we're ways away.
Interesting
nonetheless.
So anyway, that's my industry news. Kind of light today, but I feel like this was very Gen Z heavy.
It was.
I do want to give everyone a quick reminder that yes, the Carpool Book Club is live. We are reading It Ends With Us. We will be recapping it next week on the podcast.
Great.
I read that this summer.
Did you read it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, let's talk about it after we record, because I finished it already too. Liz isn't done quite yet.
I'm almost done.
But it's so good. If you haven't listened to it, like, the good news is, like, if you start it, you'll finish it within, like, two or 3 days.
It will take you no time at all.
So, and if you can, like, get the audiobook. It's 8 hours long. I listened to it at 1.4, so it was, like, only 7 hours long. And I literally was up till 2 in the morning listening to it.
So good.
Obsessed. So many thoughts.
Good.
Can't wait to share.
Nice.
Thank you guys so much for listening for the Carpool Podcast. Please make sure you're subscribed to the podcast. Head over to our Instagram at the Carpool, and I guess subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Woohoo! All right, we'll see you guys next time.